Welcome back to another edition of Sling Paint Gaming.
Here we are again.
I'm Berto.
I'm Nims.
All right. So
We're discussing lists.
yes.
Yep. So previously we talked about one of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to talk about one of Berto's.
Yes.
I first saw him playing this, and I said, "What the hell are you doing?" And then I played against it, and I said, "Oh, that makes sense now." So, what do you call this list?
This is the Dog Pound. And because
that's who let the dogs out.
Yeah, exactly. The Dog Pound because it's all hounds.
3 hounds.
3. Now you see a lot of people like run 2 or run 1. When I first saw the hound, we were at a tournament, a local store tournament, and the guy was running 2 hounds and something else. And when we were looking at the points, and I was looking at his cards, and I'm like, I could fit 3 hounds on here. And I'm like, let me. And the reason why I was so drawn to the hounds was because of the hull and shield value and the 180 firing arc.
They're big and beefy, and they can shoot almost anywhere. Yeah,
and it's got 3 dice. The negative, it's got 1 agility. It is what it is. But so what I did was, I said I bought 3 hounds right there on the spot. I said, let me buy 3 hounds too. I'm going to make a crazy list. And I did have different variations of this list, but this was the original list I have, and I actually go back to the original list every time. The other variations, I think, it just didn't work out. So, but this is the original version of it. It's called Dog Pound 1.0. It's 99 points, so you always will get initiative with this. And it's 3 Trandoshan slaver pilots, which is a pilot skill value of 2s.
So, question. For 99 points, you're going to get initiative, but your pilot skill so low. Why did you choose that way?
One,
you just couldn't fit 1 more point?
That was 1. I couldn't fit 1 more point anywhere.
Aha. But now there is somebody you can add for 1 more point.
Oh.
Boba Fett.
Oh, that's nasty.
So we'll get back to that another time.
Oh, that's real nasty. But do I have an elite? Do I have a pilot crew upgrade with this tradition? I gotta check that.
We'll have to find out.
Stay tuned. Might be Dog Pound 2.0, 3.0 / A and B. All right. So it's am I saying that? Trandoshan slaver, 3 of them. They each have anti-pursuit lasers. Okay. And it basically says, after an enemy ship executes a maneuver that causes it to overlap your ship, roll 1 attack die. On a hit or a crit result, the enemy ship suffers 1 damage.
All right, so they run into you, they're going to do damage.
Well, it's actually you have to roll a die. So it's almost a 50-50 shot because of the way the dice rolls out. So it's flipping a coin. You might get some damage.
Which you would think would happen anyway. Somebody runs into a big-ass ship out in the middle of space, you're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah, you're going to hurt yourself, exactly. So every time I've played this ship, especially with swarms, I see little swarms go like this, go around me. For some reason, even though it's a flipping coin, 50-50 shot damage with the anti-pursuit lasers, they don't want to even deal with it.
Yeah.
So I've messed up, and because I go first, right, I like to maneuver, and that's the reason why I have the lower skill value pilot here. With the anti-pursuit lasers, I can place my ship where I want it to be.
Yeah, you just run as a blocker.
Right, and let them hit me.
Okay, makes sense.
So every ship has the same exact setup, except for 1, which has the title card.
Okay.
Which is the Hound's Tooth. Which is, after you are destroyed, before you remove your move from the play area, you may deploy the Natash pup ship. It cannot attack this round. So that's the little pup, the little headhunter that pops out. So why I like this list so much, you have 3 hounds at 12 hit points each. That's 36.
That's
right?
a lot to chew through.
A lot. Plus 36, plus the 4 hit points that the headhunter, the pup, comes out. That's 40 hit points.
That's a lot to deal with.
Right. A lot to deal with. And every time I've played this, I think I'm probably want to say like 80 to 85% of the time I was successful with this list. And the couple times I was not.
Yeah, you're just going to have to deal so much damage to this list to take it out. Especially if you're playing in a tournament where you've got a 75-minute time limit.
Yep.
That's tough.
And they're low. So if you think about it, they have, except for the Hound's Tooth one, each ship that doesn't have the just has the anti-pursuit laser, that's 31 points. So if you get half of the ship is six hull, that's still a lot.
Yeah.
A small ship is 6, right? Which is half of that, you get 15 points. So it's almost like I said, it's great because it's large ships that are low points, so I can have a lot of them, and they're just big and beefy. And that 3 white turn is nasty.
I'm thinking we should run Dog Pound versus Cracked Out Snake Dog one day and see what happens.
Oh, we gotta do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
There'd be 4 hounds on one board.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be a lot of large ships.
All right, so two out of the 3 they're all Trandoshan slavers.
Yep.
But they all have anti-pursuit lasers.
They all have anti-pursuit lasers.
Okay, just that one has the pup.
Houndstooth, right?
Okay.
The title card.
Okay.
But now you talk about Boba Fett and some other,
one point.
I gotta think about that now. I gotta see if I can put a crew upgrade on a slaver.
Check out our video of the punishing one.
Yes.
We talk about the new Boba Fett crew card that's coming out with him. He's only 1 point. I think he'd be a great addition to this list. 99 points. So
it's not too shabby at all.
But yeah, if you like this list, let us know. Check out our videos. I'm pretty sure there's one on there with the 3 hounds. If not, we'll make one. Send us your list. Let us know what you would like to see played, and we'll go ahead and discuss it. Talk about our thoughts on it, and we'll check it out. But kind of, what do you do with these when you're playing? Because I don't think I've faced you with the 3 hounds yet.
I think you did once.
Yeah?
I think it was at the store when we were playing.
Okay.
So what do you do with this? So how I play this list, I slow it up right off the first turn. I slow it up. I might even stall, right? Because it does have the ability to stall, but it is a red maneuver for this.
Yep. So you get a stress.
Yeah, I get a stress, but that's okay because the next turn, if I do a small, like a 1 forward or green maneuver, the stress goes away. I get my action the next turn. And most of the time, our actions go, we don't use our first actions anyway, so I stall. Reason why I stall, I want to see what the other pilots are doing.
Yeah.
I'm also running 3 debris fields, right? I don't want to run asteroids with this list. The other key thing too is asteroid and debris placement. If you can make it where either asteroids are far, if they have asteroids and they're running asteroids, furthest away from you or closest to you. The reason why is because you want playing area with these big ships.
Yeah.
Right, you have to be able to maneuver. So if you can get, that's why I also like having initiative, because I get the first and third placement of the asteroids.
See, that makes a lot more sense.
So if I get, if I place the first and third asteroid, I want to place either the close to me or farther to me. If they have large ships, I might place them further. Closest to me. If I have
make them run into them,
because they're going to come this way. I'm going that way. I'd rather them turn around into asteroids, and then have me the debris field on the other side. And the debris field you can still shoot, and you get a stress. That's okay. But with this ship, you can maneuver this ship, and with 3 attack dice, and you get in range 1 very easily with this ship.
Yeah, and it's got a white 3 hard turn. I mean, it's nice. I fly a Hound on one of my favorite lists. So, see, I would play this completely different.
Really?
Complete opposite. I would with
in?
anti-pursuit. I would fly right into them, make them run into me right off the bat.
Really? Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah.
Kind of like I do with the Decimator. Yeah.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Actually, I should try that one time. But I think I tried it like once or twice where I would run up, like do like the 3 hard straight, and it never worked for me because I had to turn the ships right around, and those things are big and clunky to turn around. I like it slowing down because if they come 5s or 2s, whatever, I can get 2 shots off if I do a 1 maneuver straight each time. 2 shots off usually before I have to turn around.
Gotcha.
And if I line my ships up, usually what I'll do is I'll put the 2 ships straight, and I usually have the Houndstooth as the ship that's coming behind. And the reason why is because the first dealing of fighting, you're not going to destroy a big ship like that right off of the first 2 rounds. It's definitely going to be, you have to turn that ship around, and it's going to be a lot more dice throwing. So I like to have the Houndstooth slaver ship to come up behind, because that's the one when the other enemy ships turn around, they're going to be shooting that one first because it's closest. And I'd rather have the pup come out sooner than later.
Gotcha.
So my thing is trying to get that first ship, the Houndstooth ship, destroyed first.
Okay.
If that sounds, or put up as a blocker, for lack of better words. Right. So my biggest thing is like I line them up like this. I put the 2 ships straight up, and I usually take the Houndstooth ship and I turn on its side. So when all the ships stall the first go around, next turn round, I'm moving these 2 or 3 up. And I'm moving this one in right in behind. Gotcha. I'm doing a slow bank, and I'm coming behind. And I'm moving it. I mean, it's just like a massive force. And I want
3
them
large
to run
base ships.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're bound to hit one of them right? And if I position the houndstooth in between the two ships, like almost like create like a triangle, like a reverse triangle, the whole key of that is enemy ships can't go past the two base because they're going to run into the second layer of the houndstooth ship, the title ship.
Okay.
But that's the original thought of it, to leverage the anti-pursuit lasers. And it worked out well. I played a swarm of 4 TIE FOs and 4 TIE fighters.
Yeah, swarm would be the only thing I'd be worried about with these, because with 1 agility, a swarm, that's a lot of damage at once. I can see that your ship's going down, or a ship going down
really fast.
Second round at least.
But for some reason, every time I played the swarms, they all do this.
They don't want to run into
me. They want to run into me. Because TIE fighters and swarms are like light. They're usually light ships.
Yeah, low hull,
no shields.
Yeah.
Right. But that's how I would play, and
Cool.
and it's been work. I haven't played it in a while, but I have the new painted ships, so I want to actually release the paint jobs and play with them. But yeah, now you make me want to play with these guys because you get me all excited about them.
All right, so looks like we've got a match coming up. So thanks for watching. Like the video, leave us some comments. Go ahead and subscribe. Please subscribe.
Yes.
If you already have, thank you. We really appreciate you guys watching. It's the whole reason we're doing these videos. Share, though, too. Help us get the word out about our channel. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/slingpaint.
Yep.
And let us know
and
how
leave
we're
some
doing.
comments below. Tell us if you like it. If you don't like it,
I mean, we don't care, but thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. But if you do like it, leave a comment below. If you want to see something different, change, whatever, let us know.
We're
we
pretty
love talking
responsive.
about this stuff.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.